Hello, and thank you for viewing my presentation. My name is Marissa Ramos, and I'm a fourth-year social work student and an intern at the Institute for the Study of Sport, Society, and Social Change. The title of my presentation is Catsuit Controversy, an examination of body image and eating disorders among female athletes of color. To start off this presentation, let's go back to the year 2012. Gabby Douglas became the first Black Olympian to win an all-around gold medal in gymnastics. Instead of the positive feedback that Douglas should have received, media outlets and viewers relentlessly commented about her hair and her muscular body. In an interview with Douglas, she stated that it was very tough. Sometimes I would be in the bathroom, bawling my eyes out, wanting to quit. I felt like I was all alone. As shown in the story, female athletes of color, like Douglas, are often critiqued not by performance, but by perceptions of the media that expect these athletes to conform to white standards of beauty. Furthermore, my research question asks, how does media misrepresentation affect body image and eating disorders among female athletes of color? To gain a clear understanding of the topic being researched, it is essential to gain an understanding of objectification theory. In its basic form, objectification theory, proposed by social psychologists Fredrickson and Roberts, says that girls and women are socialized to internalize an observer's perspective as their primary view of their physical selves. Self-objectification leads to a number of cognitive and emotional consequences, including increased feelings of shame, anxiety, and even disgust towards the bodily self. Through secondary research, I found that a major cause of body image issues and eating disorders of female athletes of color is the expectation of Western standards of beauty. Western beauty ideals, often accentuated by the media, pressure women and girls to conform to a fair-skinned and thin appearance. Referencing the Gabby Douglas case, when female athletes of color do not conform to these beauty standards, criticism ensues. Oftentimes, industries around health and fitness intersect with classism and racism in ways that label certain bodies as lazy and unprofessional. In the case of Serena Williams, a Black catsuit caused massive criticism of Williams and her body in 2018. One Telegraph newspaper columnist wrote, "On some women, the catsuit might look good. Unfortunately, some women aren't wearing it. On Serena, it only serves to accentuate a superstructure and a rear end that I will attempt to sum up as discreetly as possible by simply referring to it as formidable." Although in 1985, a white female tennis player named Ann White wore a catsuit to Wimbledon. White received a very different response from the media on her outfit, gaining praise for the same outfit that Serena Williams received backlash for. Even more, comments depicting Williams as savage-like and oversized are all too often the words that describe Serena Williams in the media. As shown through objectification theory, media misrepresentation and societal ideals can harm female athletes of color. It is important to acknowledge that exact statistics on the prevalence of eating disorders among women of color are unavailable. Therefore, no research is available to be analyzed on female athletes of color. According to the National Eating Disorder Association, or NEDA, due to our historically biased view that eating disorders only affect white women, relatively little research has been conducted utilizing participants from racial and ethnic minority groups. NEDA also notes that people farthest from the dominant ideal of beauty, specifically women of color, may suffer greater psychological effects of eating disorders. Overall, changing the stigma that affects those who do not abide by the dominant ideals of beauty can help our future generations of girls of color feel accepted and worthy of competing. Considerable amounts of research needs to be conducted in order to truly gain an accurate depiction of the statistical data that female athletes of color face within body image and eating disorders. Lastly, I would like to pose a question to the audience that may allow you to all think about a final call to action. Whether an athlete, coach, researcher, or advocate, in what ways will you break the stigma against the misrepresentation of female athletes of color? Thank you.